Okay, it's ice cream time. Because I'm filming, I finally get to do this in two parts because it needs to be done in two parts. Basically, you make the mix and you put it in here. It's from my Ninja Creamy machine. And you have to freeze it for 24 hours before you blend it in the ice cream machine. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to make two different batches. And one is going to be with dairy and one is, I got an itchy nose, sorry. One is going to be with organic coconut milk. I've not done that yet. I've only really done half and half and it comes out creamy. But I have a little desire to have raw dairy instead of pasteurized dairy. My half and half is pasteurized and this is raw dairy. I just got it Interdependence in Sedona. So what I do, just so I know about, how much, is I pour it in here, just under the line, because I'm going to be adding ingredients. And I'm going to blend it in my Vitamix. I don't know that other people do that, but that's just what I like to do. So I have some things out on the counter. I always use my Primal Protein by Equip in vanilla. Sometimes I use that in hot water as a hot vanilla drink. It's literally so delicious. So let's see about, okay, I'm telling her I'm making video now. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Okay, what we're doing is we're going to do, I really feel like it should really be half and half, but since it's going to be, it gets icier. When it's not as fatty, it's a little bit icier, but that could be really nice too. Sort of. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm going to add some raw egg. Here's the idea. For me, it's not about not using the dairy because of vegan purposes. It's because when I had a food sensitivity test, two major offenders. One was coffee, like top off the charts. I quit the coffee. And the other is casein in milk. So I haven't had dairy in like 3 days. Not much. I had a little cottage cheese. Doesn't seem to poorly affect me, but it's not like anything happens, but in the hopes of not having any inflammation, I'm gonna just hopefully enjoy the coconut milk one. I'm sure I could use some coconut cream in a can, but we're gonna do this. This is probably gonna be like ice cream light and it won't feel so fatty. All right, so we have our liquids. Always a pinch of salt, when we're doing sweet things. And I have allulose out, and I'm not entirely sure what allulose is. I just saw in a carnivore video that they were using allulose, so I got some. I always use monk fruit, so I'm going to switch it up. Or I could use honey. And the reason honey would be great is because I'm intending to make a vanilla truffle ice cream. And I think honey vanilla truffle ice cream sounds just insane. So I'm not allergic to honey. I'm low on sugar. You can use any of the above. So in the dairy one, we're gonna use the honey. And the thing is, you taste it, you just taste it and you make sure that it is so flavorful before you ice it, because once you freeze something, it loses flavor. It has flavor reduction. So we go a little bit sweeter and a little bit more flavorful. I should get the Vitamix because the honey's gonna sink to the bottom of that. This is my non-linear ice cream making, but I'm thinking of future me. See, all the honey's at the bottom, I was right. I'm thinking of future me that tomorrow I'm gonna be really happy that the mix is already done and I can, in fact, make the ice cream instead of saying I should make the ice cream. I also need to make the El Roiderai, but I realized I've only been home 5 days since I got back from my 6-week van life trip. There we go. And that's not a lot of time for all that I've accomplished. So priorities first, cleaning out the van, getting her to the RV fix-in place, doing the things you need to do. Organizing yourself, making food, getting yourself in order, and hiking in Sedona, all a must. And next up, studio and El Roiderai, and thinking about the Starlink getting a mini Starlink for the van, so I don't have to be out of connection. So this is exciting. It's 8 o'clock at night, and I'm gonna do one at a time. It's 8 o'clock at night, and I was like, well, I could do art, but this is art. I can do art in the living room, in the dining room, in my bed. I'm not going in the studio, it's too bright. I'm gonna have to fix the lighting in there. All right, a scoop of the protein powder. So now we have vanilla, we have honey. I don't know if it's enough honey. I could add a little allulose, like I used to do with my tonics. I used to make my tonics sweet with a little titch of honey, but I also use monk fruit. I use like 3 things. Actually, it was before the monk fruit days. It was stevia. All right, so we've got the vanilla protein by Equip. We have salt. We have honey. We're probably going to add allulose. We're going to add an egg, and we're going to get the truffle. Was this what I used? This smells savory. No, this. That's funny. I have the mushroom magic sauce, which is amazing. I think I got it at Cat Beauty Daily. It looks like their logo. And then I have, this one is amazing. It's Rosario white truffle seasoning salt. I didn't need to add salt because there's salt in here. I forgot about that. But I think it'll be okay. I could always boost the vanilla. We'll see. We'll see. We'll taste it. We'll taste it. It'll be salty truffle ice cream. It's gonna be good. When I had the idea, I was like, yes. And somebody was like, no. And I was like, oh, yes, yes, yes. And it's a yes. Lavender would be nice. Lavender honey. There's so many things you could do. I could use this butterfly pea powder flour to make this one purpley. All right, let's blend this and see how it tastes. We're not in a hurry. Like anybody who's in a hurry, this is not the place. Okay, let's blend. What was there, like skim milk ice cream when I was little? I don't know. There was something that was like ice cream light where it wasn't as fatty. I forget what it was called. Herbie was mad about ice cream. Okay. It's salty, but we have to remember that the flavor gets reduced, so it's fantastic. I might even add more sweet. It's very sweet, but just a little bit of this. Let's see about this. Allulose is just a white powder. Very strong. We'll add a little bit. Why not? That's a little less than a teaspoon. This is fun. It'll be more fun tomorrow when it gets mixed up. I'm gonna have to blend it again. 1. You can just do not this. If you can do not this, you get the idea. So the coconut one will be its own thing. You just have to do something that appeals to you, obviously. People make cottage cheese ice cream. There's all kinds of YouTube videos out there. But the first one I watched was this guy, and he poured cream. It was like cream, not half and half. And he was like, it's ice cream, so just do the cream. And I made it, and it was so thick. Almost like too decadent. So I like the half and half. Okay. So now we get to blend, and this one's going to be done. And we pour it into the container, and it gets frozen. And then we're going to work on the coconut. So exciting. And it really doesn't take that much time. And the Ninja Creamy is a very amazing machine. My daughter got it for me, and it was like, wow, wow, wow. Because ever since I went carnivore, ice cream is appealing, and I don't want to eat ice cream with sugar, and I don't know. I just like the idea of making my own and knowing what's in it. Okay. So I'm guessing guessing. What do you say? Do we make the other one a different flavor? This has to settle because if I go to try and pour it into here, it's going to be too much. Maybe it'll settle in here. Let's see. After you blend it, it's frothed and fluffy. All right, we'll let it settle before I freeze it. Now, what do we think about the coconut milk? That's low oxalate, so that's good. We'll do allulose. I have no idea how much you're supposed to use, but allulose goes in. I always have to have the protein powder. I think it makes it thick and it makes it sweet. And I'm just a big vanilla girl. I really am. Like, vanilla's my jam. It's my favorite out of everything. When I was little, I liked rainbow sherbet. Okay, we'll do the eggs. So you make it according to you, according to your dietary needs and wishes. Okay. The guy used cream and eggs and it was like so decadent and I copied him and it was like, wow. Okay. So, you can't answer me because I'm not live. This is so weird. Peppermint, no. Nutmeg, no. Rose. Saffron, that could be exciting. I kind of like the idea of peppermint. I like the idea of peppermint because then you could do some kind of chocolate swirl separate. Peppermint vanilla? I don't know. It'll be refreshing. I love mint chocolate chip. So you could put some little chocolate nibs. I don't like frozen chocolate nibs though. That was always my problem with mint chocolate chip ice cream is the ice cream's creamy and then you just get these hard, crunchy chocolate pieces that don't feel creamy. So what I would do is have my own version of mint chocolate chip by just mint chocolate, making mint ice cream and drizzling chocolate on top. And that is appealing. That is what we're gonna do. Okay, here we go. Okay. Thanks for being patient with me because we're not fast here. We're just doing it for real. Yes. A little more peppermint, and this one needs a little more salt. And I'm gonna make it even sweeter because I want it like off the hook sweet and off the hook pepperminty. And the allulose is amazing. So let's do that. I want it sweet. It's gonna make up for the fact that it's not that thick. If I used the cream, it would have been thick. The half and half. There's something about when you eat dairy, you just get a little puffy. Like, is it worth it? Yeah, it's yum. Should it be raw dairy? Yes. Can I get raw anything other than raw milk? No. There's this amazing place in San Diego that my friend Terry goes to. You could buy raw cream and raw half and half, and that, yeah, raw dairy's better. Okay, let's blend. And this way, I will easily know which one was the coconut milk because it will be pepperminty. I could also label it. Not necessary. Whoa. Pepperminty. Funny, it needs a little salt. I don't know if I added salt to this one. Maybe that's why I feel like I'm surprised, but I shouldn't be. You could make this green by adding a little chlorella or spirulina. That could be fun. But I have to dig through the bin. So let's just imagine that it's green because I don't have any handy and we're not gonna be messing around with the big bin. I have Purium, gorgeous spirulina. Should I try and get it? All right. Okay, I have a huge bin of Purium, which I love, love, love. I am an ambassador, just whatever you call it, affiliate, because I love their products and I need to use them more. And I just thought while I was in there, the next thing I have to organize is the pantry. But what I was thinking is that I have my Purium out and a treat. And I haven't been having treats. Like I haven't been making shakes since I got home. And it's so nice just to have like ice, a little bit of dairy or not dairy, and some vanilla protein powder, and then put that in, blend it and have a nice cool icy something, or a hot vanilla something. There's so many things you can do to give yourself a very lean body inducing treat. So why this took a turn is because I looked for the spirulina and I put my hands on the cocoa spirulina. So it's going to have a little chocolate flavor, which I don't eat a lot of chocolate, but this is decadent anyway. Let's put some of this in. It's a little brown. It's not going to make it green because of the cacao. If I used just the spirulina, it would have been green. So we're going to go some interesting flavor over aesthetics. Next time, we'll do the green and we'll do blue and pink and all that jazz. Beet powder for pink. Now we're really gonna know which one is the coconut, because this one is like a brownish green and looks amazing. It's green. That is good. I'm gonna go a little sweeter, even though it's very sweet. Like if you were gonna drink this now, it would be great. I really wanna make sure that we have it sweet. That's crazy. I'm going crazy. And we'll see. I might not like the consistency. I may just really prefer the half and half, but we'll see. Okay, here we go. I love how I'm doing ice cream before I make the L-Roideri, which is like the most health, oxytocin, sleep-inducing, boosting, mood boosting thing and digestive moving thing, the L-Roideri from Dr. Davis, the SIBO yogurt. It gets rid of small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, which is like a shocking thing to be able to do. And I'm gonna make that tomorrow or maybe after this. I'm guessing this is so good. This is just be a great smoothie. All right, we're gonna let this settle in here. Look at it. Oh, it was hard for me to set up the camera here so you could see the counter. I'm sorry. Post any questions you have below. Ice cream flavor ideas. I could use the apothecary and make cherry ice cream so easily. So that will be coming up. Oh no, we want this to settle. See how the liquid just becomes so much more? It was under the line when I started, but because of all the ingredients, I'm not gonna freeze it till it settles. I hope it settles. If not, I'll have to pour some out. That's crazy. Wow. That's crazy. It's so good. I'm thinking, because I love hot drinks at night before I go to bed, coconut milk warmed hot with some allulose and the protein powder and even a little bit of spirulina would be such a delicious nighttime drink. Okay, this is gonna settle. I'm gonna clean up. And then I'm gonna set up for the L-Roideri because I'll be really happy that I did it and I took care of myself. So there are L-Roideri videos up here There's one pinned on my Instagram account. You could look up Dr. Davis. He's brilliant, brilliant. And we will, I'll see you guys at the next part when we're blending the ice cream tomorrow. I need to show you guys. This is the cocoa mint spirulina. So good for a smoothie. Prime protein, honey, the eggs I put in the fridge, salt, and the allulose came in a bag, and I put it in this beautiful container like that. And now I'm gonna wipe up the counter and start my au revoir, and I will see you in the next portion. And I forgot to show you the peppermint extract. I think that's it. And I decided to be a little experimental. I'm so curious that if I can, it's probably been about 12 hours since I made the ice cream. I want to see if, because it's not a very fatty ice cream, I heard that you can blend. So basically this is the ice cream that I made last night, and it supposedly needs to freeze for 24 hours, which I have always in the past let it freeze for 24 hours. But I also read that it could be 12 if it's not fatty. And because this is the coconut milk and it wasn't half and half, I would like to try to blend it. So before you blend it in the Ninja Creami, there's the machine. If you want to use something, leave it out. And you kind of want it to soften a little before you run it in the machine. So we're going to run it together. I'm probably going to have to do a voiceover because it's going to be loud. But for me, every single time I made the ice cream, I had to remake it. Like I blend it once and then I have to put a little liquid and blend it again. For some reason, that's what happens with me, but let's try it. We got to plug it in. It's a beautiful rainy day. It's a perfect day for the luxury of decluttering and tidying. Okay. Yeah, you gotta, it kind of like sets in there. I would watch someone else's video on how to use the Ninja Creami, like watch their video, because it's got like little latches and hatches, and I struggled with it and still do because I'm just not a manual reader. I sort of figured out, but I did have to watch videos. Click into place. Okay, so it's in here. Let's see how we do. Okay, let's do it. Okay, why aren't you on? Ooh. This outlet may not be working. Okay, you're on. We're on. This is, so this is the coconut milk one with the peppermint and vanilla powder, and it's got a cocoa spirulina from Purium. Why isn't it on? I don't know what to say. Come on. Oh, there. Install. It's saying install. There we go. It wanted me to put this in after it was on. Okay, so scoopable. What we're gonna do first, we're gonna press full, and then we get to choose ice cream, and then we get to press. Okay, so I got out this. I turned the overhead lights off, but let's see. Okay, so I got, this is what I used. real cocoa organic coconut milk. But if I have to add a little bit of liquid, I'm going to add something a little fattier. Layered coconut superfood creamer. Now that would make it very creamy if you just use that fat. Oh, it's nice. I don't have to add anything. Okay, there it is. And what this requires, in my opinion, is a chocolate sauce. We're going to take the teaspoon. We're going to try it. It's so pretty. It would be prettier if I didn't have the cocoa part. It would have just been green. It's very pepperminty, very delicious. And part of me wants to put a little creamier in it, but I don't have to. It's so good, you guys. It's kind of like ice cream. I'm gonna put some in a little dish and have some as a little treat. Just a teeny little cutie dish. And I'm wondering if I in fact want to, it doesn't need to be, oh my God, it's so cute. It's scooping nicely. I think this came out nicer than my fattier recipes. It's perfect. So that's really good news, because that means we don't have to wait 24 hours. We can do it. I did it at 8. So 8 o'clock tonight would have been 24 hours. It's like 2. Wow. You can put chocolate chips, cacao nibs. But it's chocolate chip mint ice cream. Okay, that's crazy. It came out great. It's so good. It's perfect. Let me just show you. Yeah. It's perfect. So you don't need the half and half. That's very good news. I'm so curious. I'm going to put a top on it and put it back. I'm so curious how the raw milk one that was vanilla truffle honey, that's going to be amazing. If this one's good, because this was coconut milk with allulose as a sweetener, no honey, totally legit. So very exciting. We'll try the other one a little later. How about that? Okay, that's a funny angle, but I'm trying to get the counter so I can show you the ingredients. I'm going to get it figured out, just the right situation. May not be today, but it's good enough for now. So I've got half and half. My brother's coming, so I want to make a bunch of different ice creams, and I want one creamy. So we're going to do half and half. And then I'm going to make a creamy, dreamy one with coconut cream. Let's see how thick that is. Hi. Hello. It's ice cream week, or ice cream 2 days. After this, I won't have to make any because we're going to have enough. Okay, that's going to need to go in the Vitamix. But what I like to do is to make sure I have the right amounts here. And that looks nice. I could add some coconut milk to it to make it a little bit more liquidy. Let me go get it. So we got half and half. We got coconut cream. Let's use this. And we have one of them, the half and half one is going to be cherry. This is ridiculous. You can't see me. Okay. That's better. Yeah, sort of better. Sorta. Okay, I'll work at that corner. So the half and half one is going to be apothecary from Purium, and the vanilla protein powder, which I love. That goes in all of them. I just took a little lie down. It was very nice on a rainy day. I got a different kind of New Barn Organics unsweetened coconut. Ooh, let's shake it. I'm going to add some to make it a little more liquidy over there in this one. And then we're going to deal with flavors. First, liquid. Okay, that looks nice. Now, so it was organic coconut cream and a little bit of this coconut milk. We've got our half and half, and that's our two things. Okay, so we've got cherry. We have to get the vanilla protein powder, which of course I put in a pretty jar that I've had for years and years, and it always gets changed to something different. Now the latest and greatest is the protein powder. They're each gonna get one because I need it. I didn't think I used double the amount in, I have a bigger scoop in my bag, so I'm doing 2 scoops of that. I make it up as I go, as long as it tastes really flavorful and really good. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to transfer one of these, the half and half one, to the Vitamix, and we're going to add cherry. And they did settle. The liquid settled. I settled it before I froze it, so it wasn't fluffy. I hate opening new things. It's like a weird little pet peeve. Like on lipsticks or eyeliners when they have those plastic things and you're like, I can't get it off. And you get frustrated. But that was easy. Okay, this is the cherry. And I want it to be pretty cherry-ish. This is also pretty sweet. So I will not need to add allulose. But let's see what we got. We need a pinch of salt. Always need a pinch of salt. Now, you guys think about the next flavor. Even though you can't answer me. You can answer me in the comments. You can tell me what flavors you would like to see me do. Okay. Unplugged. Plug in. Plug in. I have dried cherries, but I don't want frozen bits. I could blend cherries in here, but I don't think I need to. We need a spoon to taste. Wow, it's really good. What would I add to it? Needs a little more flavor. And more flavor. Oh yeah, it's perfection. It's so good. I might add a little of the allulose just because boost the sweet. It worked for me. That chocolate chip mint ice cream was so good. Not was, it still is. I didn't eat all of it, but I definitely went back for more. So the Ninja Creamy is just a great, great machine. All right, we're gonna blend this. And now it's gonna be perfect. A little bit more salt. And we blend. I just like it because you can choose. There's no preservatives, there's no carrageenan, there's nothing that needs to stabilize it or make it gummy or, oh, that's gonna be good. Wow, I think the allulose made it thicker somehow. It's so good. Okay, so I have my clean. Let's put it in here. We're gonna let it settle. Hopefully it settles. There might be more liquid just because the cherry was liquid, in which case I could pour some out of here. I probably will need to do that. Yeah, I'll need to do that and put some in a little separate thing. Now we have to consider our next flavor, which I'm eating this because I have to rinse it out. This cherry flavor is insane. Like, wow. Straight up vanilla with half and half is just always a good idea. But since we're being crazy gals, hey guys, we're gonna do rose vanilla. And I think that's gonna be really nice. So I'm gonna drink this. You want me to rinse it? And now we get to put in our, this is the coconut. Oh, yeah, that happened. So it's a little bit on the floor. I am messy. Josephina says I'm like a tornado. I don't know how messy I am, but she thinks so. I'm going to add a little bit extra vanilla but it might overpower the rose. So we're going to add a lot of rose. And we're going to add allulose. This is Rose Vibes. This guy is in Sedona. Rose Vibes. He has a place, as far as I know. I don't know if he still has it. Tonics, you guys. Okay, that's a lot of allulose. It's gonna be sweet. I'm gonna rinse the lid. I have not had time to watch the DJI mic video yet. I've been busy editing videos, which does take time. And I have to post, hold on. The reason you're seeing so many videos is because I have to like edit them pretty much right away, or it's going to be jumbled. When I go back, it's going to be not that fun. So I could just hold them off and not post so many. That needs something. I don't think I added salt. The rose is too delicate, in my opinion. So it might just have to be, my hands are sticky. I know you guys are offering suggestions in your head or out loud. Could be matcha. That could be cool. Maybe it just needs more sweetness and more rose. Well, I'm going to stick to it because it's going to be vanilla either way. And it probably needs a little more of the protein powder and a little more vanilla and a little more allulose. It just needs more flavor, I think. That's what's going on. Salt, allulose. Let's see. You can't have it not flavorful. Like it's got it. And the coconut cream has a stronger, like it's almost like it's absorbing the flavor more than the milk did. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Missy Marvin has a big blob on the floor of liquid. That's good. It's perfection. I don't need to add a thing. Funny enough, this one's going to be the best one. I just feel it. So this goes in here. I'm going to take a fresh one so it looks pretty. That's got to set. No, it's just the right amount. That can go in the freezer. And I'm going to take out some of this cherry one. Really, I should label what these are, but I'm not going to. I should label it. If I make more than 4, I'll be, I should label it. I'm never going to remember. Exactly. I should label what I did. Let's write down what I did on a piece of paper. That's the ticket. Okay, so we did coconut cream plus coconut milk. So we used a can of coconut cream plus coconut milk. we used vanilla protein powder. It's by Equip. Rose Vibes, vanilla extract, allulose. So this has no sugar, you guys, and no dairy. To me, if I'm going to keep going back to take a bite, which I do, I'm better off with the coconut cream. Okay, so allulose, salt, obviously, and that's it. And then the cherry one, cherry vanilla, because it's definitely more cherry than vanilla now. It's half and half. Vanilla protein, a lot of apothecary. You know, there's a wonderful company called Medicine Flower, or find cherry extract, or there's different ways to do it, or get the apothecary. It's so good before bed. I have it in hot water or cold water. Salt, allulose. I think that's it. That's all that's on the counter. So that's it. So I'll know these, and then I could take a piece of tape. I had pink tape and I took it out of here, but I'll just put a little Post-it and I will write what it is so I don't have to get confused. This one's cherry vanilla. Coconut cream. Okay. And this one is rose vanilla. What's up with this Post-it? Like all stuck. Okay. So that's rose vanilla, half and half. I should have written down yesterday's, but I kind of know what's in them. I could write it now. Let's do that. Let's get this one, this cover. These are extra containers I ordered on Amazon. You have to make sure to get the right size for your machine. I had originally ordered ones that were too small. So our cocoa chalk mint chip was with that one was with coconut milk only. It was not so creamy, but delicious. So I use the cacao spirulina from Purium. Such a good company, it's so quality. I use a lot of peppermint extract. I used allulose and salt. And I use the vanilla protein powder, which I'm doing in all of them. Makes it thick. Then we have, and delicious, sweet monk fruit. So then we have, is in it. Then we had the vanilla one, which I did not blend or taste yet. And that one was with raw dairy, milk, and it was vanilla, I think, extract. Oh, yes, it was the truffle one, truffle vanilla, and it had honey. You guys just watched it, so you're like, I did it almost 24 hours ago, and you're like, we remember, we just watched it. Vanilla extract, honey, salt, and if we forgot something, I'm sure you guys will comment below if I forgot something, but raw milk, vanilla extract, honey, salt, protein powder, and then I used the truffle powder, truffle salt. And it was not too, well, we don't know if it's too salty because we haven't blended it yet. I only blended the cacao mint chip one, and it was smiley face star quality for a light, like no guilt, refreshing treat. So I love you guys, and I'm gonna clean up before I step in it and track it and clean up the kitchen.